Application of factoring, question 10. Factor the quadratic equation y equals to 5x square plus 2x to find x-intercept. Well, what is x-intercept? X-intercept is a point on the graph where the function crosses x-axis, right? The graph of the function intercepts with the x-axis. That point is x-intercept, okay? So at that point you'll find that at x-intercept, what should be the value of y? So at x-intercept you'll find that y is always equal to 0, right? Let's think like this. Let's say there's a coordinate system, and let me draw a parabola here. This is not the parabola for the given equation, okay? It is just a general parabola which I'm going to draw, okay? Let me make it similar to what we are expecting. Then the points where this graph crosses x-axis, which are these points, these are called x-intercepts, okay? So in a graph, you know, this is the x-axis and that's the y-axis, right? This is the origin. So wherever the graph of a function, let's say this is a function f of x or y, right, crosses x-axis, those points are called x-intercepts. So you'll find that at x-intercepts, y value is 0, okay? So when we say find x-intercept, then basically we're trying to find the value of x on the x-axis where the graph crosses x-axis, right? And the coordinates will be value of x and y will be 0 at those points, correct? So that's the whole thing. So we can equate y equals to 0 in this equation and find the x-intercepts by factoring. I'll show you how. So we have the equation y equals to 5x square plus 2x, correct? Now at x-intercept, y should be equal to 0. So we equate y equals to 0. And now we can factor these two terms. Now what is common between these two terms? Only x is common, okay? So we'll factor out x from here. And we get 5x plus 2. Now, product of two numbers will be 0 if one of them is 0 or both are 0, right? So let's find all the possible x-intercepts. In that case, both should be 0, right? So the possibility is when x equals to 0, that's 1. This factor is 0. And the other one is when 5x plus 2 is 0. So let's equate 5x plus 2 equal to 0 and solve for x. So we get 5x equals to minus 2, and if we divide both sides by 5, we get x equals to minus 2 over 5, right? So that gives us two x-intercepts, right? One is x equals to 0 and the other one is at minus 2 over 5. And therefore our answer here is that x-intercepts are at x equals to 0 and x equals to minus 2 over 5, correct? If the problem would have been find coordinates of x-intercept, then you write coordinates are for coordinates you have to give both x and y coordinates, right? So x0 and y is always 0 at x-intercept, right? And the other will be minus 2 over 5, 0. Okay, so those will be the coordinates, right? Well, in this question we are only asking for x-intercept, right? Well, this graph actually represents this equation, and you can see this one is at 0 and the other one we can write this as minus 2 over 5 as the other x-intercept for our graph of quadratic equation y equals to 5x square plus 2x. I hope you understand here how to find x-intercept. So remember, x-intercept is a point on x-axis where the graph crosses or touches it, okay? I hope you understand. Thank you.